influential people in the Bitcoin space, we're putting together the Cryptocurrency Certification Consortium. It's a nonprofit organization. It's to certify people with Bitcoin knowledge, so that somebody who says that they know Bitcoin, we basically prove that they actually do. We've put together tests for a Bitcoin Lite certification. Knowledge points that someone with this certification would have would be: they understand the blockchain, they understand why they need to wait for confirmations, they understand key management, they understand basic crypto, so they know what a hash is, and basically all the information that someone would need to know to accept Bitcoin on behalf of their company. Then there's a developer specific certification. This is people with this certification would be more along the lines of they know the RPC calls, they can build a transaction manually, they can really get into the nitty-gritty of Bitcoin.
They really understand Bitcoin.
Exactly. So all the professional industries out there, whether it's security or it's finance or whatever, they all have professional certifications of one kind. For example, myself in the security industry, I have a CISSP certification, Certified Information Systems Security Professional, as well as CISA, Certified Information Systems Auditor. And these are industry-recognized certifications that say, I know enough about security that I can help your company do what you need to do. On the banking side, there's certified accountants, things like that. But Bitcoin is so new that there really isn't a certification body. So we've built one. The nonprofit organization is already registered, and we have trademark applications out there for all the first certifications that we're going out of the gate. And our goal is to work with educating bodies to ensure that whatever curriculums they are making for Bitcoin or for Ethereum or for any of the cryptocurrencies, they cover the specific knowledge points in each of the domains of Bitcoin, so that they can train someone to produce high-quality results.
So this move towards standards and voluntary standards, whereas it's essentially an opt-in process rather than you have to do this, otherwise you can't do this thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the first time that I've heard of an approach like this, although you are targeting an area, you're talking about Bitcoin knowledge, whereas I've been looking at like insurance companies and things like that, where I mean like right. there is this level of certification and quality control that's been really lacking in the ecosystem, and it kind of seems like organizations and efforts like what you're talking about are kind of the solution to that, right?
Yes, absolutely. Hiring managers, when they're looking to bring someone on board to work on whatever it is they're working on, they want to make sure that the hire that they bring in is going to produce quality results for that company. I'm sure many companies have hired someone who says they have the knowledge on paper, but once they start to get working, after about a month, they realize, you may have had that on your resume, but you don't really know that area that well. We're hoping to make a standard so that people who do have these letters after their name really do understand Bitcoin and can truly add an impact to the company.
So one of the interesting parts about Bitcoin, of course, is that unlike many standards that are out there, Bitcoin is in flux, and Bitcoin is a developing thing. So what do you see, in 2 years? Is it going to be the same program? Will there be additional programs of certification that layer on top?
Absolutely, it will not be the same program. Just like the certified accountants and the certified security professionals, these fields are changing all the time. There are new technologies coming out. There are new tweaks. There are new problems, new vulnerabilities, new things that we all need to worry about. So over time, the curriculum will be adapted to take advantage of new progress, new software, and anything else that comes along the way. There will be committees within C4 that will be dedicated to updating the curriculum for the certified Bitcoin professional certification or for the certified Bitcoin technical expert certification. Through these committees' work, alongside all existing industry experts, we envision an always updated curriculum that will ensure that people understand the latest and greatest about Bitcoin.
Do you think that there is any differentiation between geography? I mean, like, is the program different in China than it is for someone in China than it is for someone in the United States? I mean, are you planning on servicing the international community with this product immediately, or are you focusing on specific areas?
It'll be global off the bat. Although the organization was first formed in Canada, it is going to be a global nonprofit organization. What C4 would do is list the knowledge points. You need to know about this for key management. You need to know about this for privacy. Like, why do you use different change addresses and things like that. Once all the knowledge points are created, this common body of knowledge, it can be made available to educating bodies in schools, universities, so that they can build their own curriculums that teach each of these knowledge points, so that they can cover all of the aspects of Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Interesting. So this is not something that you plan on administering specifically with this organization. This is something more where you plan on helping other people teach these things and then certifying their efforts?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, great. What haven't I asked that I should ask? Because I feel like there's probably something I've missed.
I wasn't actually expecting for C4 to be on your show yet or to be public knowledge at the moment. After this conference, that's when we're really going to be getting into gear.
So it's a couple of weeks out when we're talking now, and we're talking right before the Bitcoin Decentral event, rather right before the Bitcoin Toronto event. So what is the time frame on this? What is the rollout? How long do you think it'll take for us to see the first, certified individuals?
Our committee is already working to build the tests. We have a few hundred questions already made, and we have the knowledge domains already separated. It's just a matter of giving these tests to existing industry experts so we can get their feedback to make sure that these tests truly do separate the wheat from the chaff. It's one thing to say that, I'll ask you a question about Bitcoin, but it's another thing when industry experts look at it and say, yes, this really would show that someone understands Bitcoin. By the summer this year, surely by June, people will be able to write the tests online. For the larger tests, it will have to be proctored with in person, just to make sure you're not cheating or whatever. For the larger certifications, they have a very in-depth level of knowledge, so it needs to be at your fingertips when you talk about it.
Michael, thank you very much for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
This is Stephen Levine, CFO of Let's Talk Bitcoin. As someone who pays bills with Bitcoin, I find it immensely satisfying that I can pay our designer in Canada quickly and easily. A couple of button clicks and Bitcoin moves over miles and borders, unfettered by overbearing bureaucracy. It is our goal here at Let's Talk Bitcoin to create structures that allow Bitcoin and all of its descendants to thrive and grow into the safe, free, and fair invention that Satoshi wrote about. In my spare time, I'm also the president of Bitcoin Packaging. BitcoinPackaging.com makes it easy to use your currency of choice to purchase mundane products. We empower you to change the financial world by spending your Bitcoin. When you buy a product from BitcoinPackaging.com with Bitcoin, we will send you a 10% rebate off of the already low prices. BitcoinPackaging.com is a virtual company. We have no warehouse, trucks, or salespeople. Come to our store, take a look around, spend some Bitcoin and tell your friends. BitcoinPackaging.com.